Season 1 of House of the Dragon will comprise of 10 episodes, much like most series of Game of Thrones, with installments airing on a weekly basis. Given the intense interest in the new series, House of the Dragon will be simulcast in America on HBO and in the UK on Sky Atlantic at the same time. Here's everything you need to know about the episode titles of House of the Dragon Season 1. House of the Dragon is based on George R. R. Martin's Targaryen history book Fire and Blood, which documents the Dragon Riders' flight from Essos before the doom of Valyria and the conquest of Westeros to the fall of the mighty dynasty. The show is set 200 years before the fall of Aerys Targaryen, played by David Rintoul, the Mad King who brought instability to the realm with his demise and ultimately ended hundreds of years of dynastic rule. However, House of the Dragon takes things back to a very different time when the Seven Kingdoms was a place of peace and prosperity with a Targaryen monarch firmly ensconced on the Iron Throne. The series opener set the scene with Jaehaerys Targaryen, Michael Carter, appointing Viserys, Paddy Considine, his heir, over Princess Rhaenys Velaryon, Eve Best, because she was a woman, showing the divides emerging in the line of succession. How to watch Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon in the UK, US and abroad. Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon is the first spin-off series from HBO set in George R.R. Martin's epic fantasy world of Westeros. The new TV show is set hundreds of years before the events of Game of Thrones and sets its sight on the Targaryen dynasty. Looking to watch House of the Dragon in the UK, US or abroad? Here's how you can watch it wherever you are. What are the House of the Dragon episode titles? Only some of the titles have been announced so far. Express. Co.uk will update this article when further episode titles are released in due course. Episode 1. The Heirs of the Dragon Summary. Viserys hosts a tournament to celebrate the birth of his second child. Rhaenyra welcomes her uncle Daemon back to the Red Keep. Episode 2. The Rogue Prince. Episode 3. Episode 4. Episode 5. Episode 6. Episode 7. Episode 8. Episode 9. Episode 10. Each title gives a clue about what to expect, with the Rogue Prince hinting at demons. Matt Smith, return from exile after making cruel jokes about his deceased nephew Balon. House of the Dragon's premiere was watched by nearly 10 million people across HBO and its streaming platform HBO Max, which covers territories including North America, Latin America, Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. HBO's executive Casey Bloys said, "It was wonderful to see millions of Game of Thrones fans return with us to Westeros last night." House of the Dragon features an incredibly talented cast and crew who poured their heart and soul into the production, and we're ecstatic with viewers' positive response. He added, "We look forward to sharing with audiences what else George, writer Ryan Condal, and creator Miguel Sapochnik have in store for them this season." Figures from Samba TV showed 2.6 million viewers in America tuned in to watch the new series. Generally, the reception to the opening episode of House of the Dragon has been positive, with a warm reception from the critics and on social media alike. Season 1 boasts impressive visuals and a cast to match, including Considine, Smith, Rhys Ifans, Best, Steve Toussaint, Graham McTavish and Bill Patterson, among others. House of the Dragon also introduced viewers to Australian actress Millie Alcock, who portrayed a young Rhaenyra Targaryen, and Emma Carey, who takes on a younger version of Alicent Hightower. The cast is expected to expand as the story goes deeper into Westeros mythology, with more Targaryens thrown into the mix over time. Speaking about the opening scene, Kendall said, "I love prologues. I thought to ground people in the new world, we needed some kind of epic opening that would give people footing to understand where they were. And I just kept coming back to the Great Council because it was this really substantial event, significant event that had happened before our time but really set in motion a lot of the things that we were going to see over the course of our story." While Sapochnik said, "When I first read that in the script, I thought to myself, we will have been off-air for so long that it's actually an essential component of bringing people back into the world. And it felt like there was no one else that could tell that story." Kendall went on to say the scene also was to remind audiences Westeros was very much a patriarchy which sought to keep the crown among men rather than giving it to a woman. Additionally, the series will feature a number of birthing scenes, with this being the primary battlefield for women with a 50-50 chance of survival. House of the Dragon airs on HBO on Sundays and Sky Atlantic on Mondays and streams on Now.